President Trump is considering an increase to the Social Security retirement age. That is according to the Social Security Commissioner, who went on Fox News recently and said exactly that. So, if you are a senior that is thinking about retiring early, you may have to rethink those retirement plans because you may lose up to 40% of your Social Security benefits if you retire early because the full retirement age is about to go up again, and that may significantly affect how much Social Security benefits and disability benefits that millions of Americans received at retirement. I am going to get into the details and bring you what this means for your retirement plans. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a government benefits expert. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits they deserve. I create content on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, and other personal finance topics that affect seniors. If you are new here, welcome. I am glad you're here. Do me a favor, go into the comments and let me know your city and your state because I like to know where you guys are watching my broadcast from. And if you've been watching my channel for a while now, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. There's so much to cover today. And it starts with this headline, and I'm going to put it back up because this is shocking, but also not surprising. So, Social Security retirement age, this is Fox News, could jump as White House considers options. So I'm going to read that to you and then explain in detail what that means in plain language. A potential increase to the retirement age is under consideration by the Trump administration. Social Security Administration Commissioner Frank Bisignano addressed the matter during a Fox News interview, explaining that many options are being considered. The move is being discussed as part of keeping Social Security from reaching insolvency. And it says the Trump administration is reportedly considering many options to avoid Social Security insolvency, which includes raising the retirement age. This has caused a lot of confusion and a lot of anger among seniors because a lot of seniors have made plans to retire early. And if you look at this chart, this is a chart showing you when seniors take Social Security benefit. You can see that majority of seniors, about 35% ish, take Social Security at the earliest opportunity, which is age 62. But when you do that, you lose 30% of the benefits that you are eligible for if you had waited to your full retirement age. Now, full retirement age is age 66 and change or age 67, depending on when you were born. So already, majority of seniors are losing a chunk of their benefits because they are claiming benefit at age 62. And each year that you claim earlier than your retirement age, you lose 8%. So if the plan that we're hearing is implemented where the Social Security retirement age is increased to age 70, it means that if you claim Social Security at age 62, you are going to lose 8% a year. And that's a whopping 8-year difference. So if you lose 8% a year, times 8, that could be disastrous. And I don't think the math works like that, but you can potentially lose about 40% of your Social Security if you claim that early. So implementing this plan to move the full retirement age 3 more years when it was just increased from 65 to 67 is going to ruin a lot of retirement plans for a lot of seniors. So let's look at where the trend has been when it comes to claiming Social Security. When has people been claiming and what has been happening over the last couple of years? Well, if you look at this data, you can see that seniors were already claiming Social Security later. Part of it is because people are retiring later because they are working more because of the economy, probably because also a lot of seniors retire and they feel like it was not what they expected in income, and so they go back to the workforce. Some seniors cannot afford to retire early, and so you can see that the trend of retiring early is going down, and the trend of retiring late at full retirement age or later is going up. But now, with this new policy of increasing the full retirement age to age 69 or age 70, it is going to cause a seismic shift because a lot of seniors are going to have to rethink whether it makes financial sense to retire early. And if you want to see it in dollars and cents, here is what it looks like. If you retire early, let's say that you're supposed to get $1,000, you're eligible for $1,000, and your full retirement age is age 67. If you retire at age 65 currently, you will get $867. But if you retire at age 62, you get only $700. So you lose 30% of your money by retiring at age 62 instead of 67, which is 5 years early. So if they move the retirement age to age 70, somebody retiring at age 62, 65 is going to lose more money because at age 65, you're losing about $130. But now if they move it to age 70, even if you retire at age 65, you're still going to lose probably about $250. And that is going to be devastating for seniors who have worked their entire life, 35, 40, some cases 45 years, are waiting to retire, and then finally the money that they thought they were going to get by waiting a little bit closer to their full retirement age, let's say you're waiting till age 65 or 60, and then now they've moved it to age 70, and now it impacts your money significantly. And because of that announcement from the White House and from the Social Security Commissioner, there's been a lot of news articles speculating of what's going to happen. So, for example, here is an article that came out September the 17th, a few days ago, from Smart Asset. Is Trump going to raise the retirement age? While President Trump has consistently pledged not to raise the retirement age, several influential Republican factions have promoted adjustment that will shift the timeline. Even if Trump sticks by his prior commitment, a higher retirement age remains a possibility. So there is now fear that this is actually going to happen. Now, this is not just the only organization that is publishing this. I have more that I've seen recently, an uptick in news organizations publishing articles claiming that they believe, based on what they are seeing, that the retirement age is going to go up. Here's another one that says, "Welcome to retirement at 69. The new retirement age for collecting Social Security changes everything in the United States." That was published September the 24th, today. And so you can see that there's a growing anxiety around the retirement age going up. And my screen just went blank. I don't know what happened there, so I'm sorry about that. So here's the thing. I want to hear from you. What do you think is happening here? And do you think raising the full retirement age to save Social Security is a good idea? Because that is why they're doing it. They're saying that they want to do it to save Social Security. But here's the thing, there are better ideas. So let me explain to you. So basically, there is a graph that shows the impact of various policy suggestions on Social Security solvency. So essentially, Social Security can be saved in two ways, or maybe three. The first one is to bring in more money into the system. Or the second one is to slow down how much money is going out of the system. Increasing the retirement age is going to slow down how much money is coming out of the system. But does that solve the whole problem? Or can you do a little bit of both? A lot of seniors don't want to see an increase in the retirement age. But I found a graph that actually shows you the impact of each of these policies on the actual Social Security problem. And I wanted to share that with you so that you can see with your own eyes which policy proposals actually are going to work and what they mean. So the graph that you see on the right-hand side, the blue part is how much Social Security is going to grow in terms of obligation. Okay. So if you look at the blue part, it's going to be like how much money they have to pay out. 4 million baby boomers are retiring every year between 2024 and 2027. That's a lot of people coming into the Social Security system. The bottom line is how much revenue is coming in. So as you can see, revenue is flat, but how many people are claiming benefits continues to rise. So there's a deficit. If that deficit is not addressed, we are headed for a big, big cliff. So as I mentioned, the problem is revenue. Less people are contributing into Social Security than ever before, while more people are claiming Social Security than ever before. And the rainy day fund, remember when you look at the left hand side of the graph, at some point we had more money coming in than money going out. And that was up until I believe 2010. So up until 2010, more money was coming into the Social Security system than was going out. And so there was a surplus. That surplus was put into the Social Security Trust Fund. That trust fund is the rainy day fund, but it is not limitless. It is not bottomless. And so by 2032, according to estimates, that trust fund is going to run out of money. And then at that point, by law, they can only pay you the money that only comes into the system. But remember, less people are paying into Social Security than ever before because of demographic changes, less birth rates, and a record number of people claiming benefits is also putting pressure. So the gap between what the government is getting and what it is paying out keeps growing. And that's why you see on that graph going out. So you either pass laws that bring in more money or you pass laws that slow down how much money is coming out. Well, this graph, we're going to play around with three options so that you can see how it all works. So option one is, let's play with what the government wants to do right now. Increase the Social Security retirement age from, let's say, 67 to 68. Now you see that the graph moves a little bit down. So it reduces. Now I don't know why my screen is not showing. I apologize. It reduces the deficit a little bit. Okay, so let me do it again. And if I take the second option, if you raise the retirement age to 69, now you see it solves a lot of the problem. It reduces the deficit, but doesn't reduce it entirely. All right. Now let's play with another option. What if you slow down benefits growth for top 20% earners? So people who make more money, get less income from Social Security, and then you also increase the retirement age. You see that it begins to even slow you down a little bit. But let's take everything that I have said out of the picture and let's try something from the bottom. Let's say that we reduce amount of COLA that Social Security recipients are getting. It brings it down a little bit, but not all. Let's say that you slow down benefits for the top 70% of earners. Oh, it does a lot. So by slowing down benefits for the top 70% of earners, you bring in more money, you slow down how much money is coming out of the system, and that helps solve the problem. So essentially what I'm saying is that politicians are choosing the easy way out because, in my opinion, the best way to fix the problem is to bring in more money. And to bring in more money, you have to either remove the cap. There's currently a cap that says that if you make 176,100 as of 2025, you pay Social Security on all your income. But when you make more than 176,100, you don't have to pay Social Security on any income above that. If we remove the cap and let everybody pay Social Security tax on all their income, we will solve this problem for 75 years. Then we don't even have to face the cliff in 2032 where seniors are going to lose 25% of their Social Security benefits through no fault of theirs because Congress did not do what Congress is supposed to do, which is fix societal problems like seniors staring at a 25% Social Security reduction. So, in my opinion, remove the cap. The second best solution is to increase Social Security tax rate. Currently, it is 12.4%. Studies have shown that if you increase it to 16.05%, you're going to solve the problem for another 75 years. But those two solutions are going to bring more money into the system. But the solutions that the politicians are suggesting is to slow down how much money is coming out, which means that your COLA could be reduced permanently. The retirement age could be increased permanently. And those things are gonna, if all your benefits will be means tested, which means that regardless of how much you've paid into the social security system, you are going to get less if you have higher income in retirement. And that is going to mean that people who paid into the system are not going to get what they paid into it. And those are not options seniors are looking for. They want politicians to do the right thing and bring in more money to solve the social security problem. So I want to hear from you. Let me know your choice in the comment section below about how you would fix social security. And then I want to share something with you, which I have been sharing all week. I am on a personal mission right now regarding Medicare. I want to help 100,000 seniors in the next 12 months get peace of mind about Medicare. Now, why am I doing that and how am I going to do that? Well, I'm doing it through education around Medicare, through content like this. I am doing it through creating and sharing policy guides, essential guides with you for free. And then I'm connecting you to the best resources and support for Medicare. Now, why would I want to do this? Because a lot of seniors are confused about Medicare, something they have worked hard and earned, and are looking to get the best out of it. But 90% of all seniors are in the wrong Medicare plan. Why? Because it's confusing. It confuses me. And I've been doing this as an expert for 15 years. There are 24,000 Medicare plans out there. So no wonder a lot of seniors get overwhelmed and then pick plans that are not necessarily best for them. So my mission is to solve that problem, because if you pick the wrong plan, it's going to cost you money and it may cost you your health, because there's nothing worse than needing medical care and realizing that your plan does not cover the benefits you're looking for. And if you don't believe me, look at the headlines. Medicare Advantage plans are dropping people left and right. They're dropping hospitals. Physicians are being knocked out of networks. There's so much news and changes happening with Medicare that seniors cannot keep up. Rural hospitals are being closed and dropping Medicare plans. And so, how do you figure this all out and still pick the best plan for you? That is where our friend and partner, our friends at Chapter Medicare, comes in, because Chapter Medicare, the number you see on your screen, is going to be in your corner, because you need a Medicare advisory company that is not trying to sell you anything. They are just there to make sure that they put you in the right plan that is best for you. And to give you further evidence that Chapter is the real deal, the Trump administration sued a whole bunch of Medicare advisory companies recently because they were misleading seniors, and Chapter was not on that list. Because I've done my homework, I have vetted these guys, they are the real deal. And to prove it, over 2,000 of our viewers, like you, have already talked to Chapter and gotten that peace of mind about Medicare that I'm talking about, where you know that you are in the right plan that suits your needs, your budget, the network you need to be in, the hospital network you need to be in, the prescription drugs that you have to be covered for, etc., etc. So call the number on your screen today, 539-205-2147. And here's what they're going to do for you. If you're in the right plan, they're going to tell you. And if you're not, like 90% of all seniors, they're going to give you options that are local to you and help you pick the right plan that meets your needs. And look, Chapter, these guys are the real deal. When you call them today, these are the guys you're going to be talking to. And if you don't want to call them and you just want them to reach out to you, fill out the form. I'm going to put it in the comments and in the description to this video. Or you can go to askchapter.org/insider and fill out the form, and they'll call you and help you out. These guys can save you $1,100 a year. That's a lot of money in today's environment, and they are A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. And here's the great thing. We have sent them over 2,000 of our viewers who have gotten that peace of mind I'm talking about, and we've gotten tons of 5-star reviews that have come back to validate that we picked the right partner to work with. So you are not going to be disappointed. Give Chapter a call and get your Medicare in a good situation so that you can get the peace of mind that I have been talking about. Now, before I let you go, I have great news, because if I have something big that I've created, I always want to share with you. So here's the deal. Recently, I have been sharing the new senior community that we are building. And I know a lot of you are probably not aware that this is happening, but tons of people have already signed up, and I want to give you an opportunity to check it out. So here's the thing. One of the missions that I've been on is to help you get the best out of your retirement. And I don't think that is coming on the screen, so let me make sure that it does. There's something going on with my recording today, so bear with me for a second. I'll bring it back up, add to stage. There we go. So what does this mean? Well, the goal is to help you get the best out of your retirement so that you can maximize every dollar, every opportunity that you're eligible for. And we want you to get the best benefits and perks that you deserve. Why? Because we want to minimize your stress and maximize your retirement. And so we've created a community for seniors 55 plus to help you unlock every dollar, every discount, and every advantage from Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and any personal finance issue that will help you maximize your retirement. Now, this is personal to me because this is a community that I am leading, and here's what you get: exclusive weekly videos to maximize your benefits, monthly money saving tips and senior discounts, step-by-step guides. I have a tons of guides that I've created that are paid. If you go to our YouTube channel, you will see that there's a lot of guides that we've created that are best in class, but they are for sale. If you're part of this community, you get them for free. We have live Q&A sessions with experts and a supportive, friendly community that is of people who are going to where you are trying to go. They want the same thing. They want a secure retirement, and they want to feel heard, seen, and most importantly, have access to experts like me and my team as they navigate their retirement journey. So this is some of the videos that I create to talk about things specifically in this community. And sometimes breaking news happens and I'll create a video and then I'll publish it, or I will just go on there and tell people to ask me questions, and then I'll record a video and answer them directly. Or sometimes people will ask me questions directly. There's many opportunities to ask a Q&A. There's a whole Q&A section that is dedicated to just answering your questions, and I'll personalize the answer to you because that is what this is about, to get one-on-one attention from me. And as I mentioned, if there's breaking news, I record a video, I post it in that community. But one of the biggest benefits is the guides. I've created a ton of money saving guides that is going to put a ton of money in your pocket, specifically up to $2,500 in savings in all of these guides. And we have tons of them that I've already published. And here is some of them: how to make an extra $500 to $1,000. Medicare changes for 2025. I'm about to release the 2026 version soon. AI. A lot of seniors have been talking about AI. They're interested, but they're scared and they don't know where to start. Well, I have a whole guide to help you use AI to improve your daily life. And that's not all. We have secrets to boosting your Social Security benefit. Even if you are claiming benefits right now, there are money saving things you can do to get more Social Security benefits. You will learn that in this guide. The senior banking resource. There's so many perks that seniors get in banking, but a lot of people don't take advantage of it. I have listed them by region, by state. And then the big beautiful bill that a lot of people have been confused about, I have distilled it into a short guide. You learn everything that pertains to seniors and everything you should care about as a senior in the big beautiful bill. And so on and so forth. The best senior discounts of 2025. It's another guide that is in there for free if you're part of this community. Medicare cheat sheets. And then we have a lot of templates. You want to get out of debt? This template will walk you through that. You are spending a lot of money and you don't know where your money is going. The spending leak finder in just 15 minutes will help you figure that out. If you are not good at budgeting, this simple budget template will help you do that. And then one of the things I've been promoting is encouraging seniors to save $10 a week so that you can have $520 at the end of the year for whatever you want to do. Well, this particular template will help you find the $10 in your budget and save it every week. And this is what the community looks like. Already we have over 150 people in there that are participating. We have a 30-day walking challenge. We have a recipe swap section. We have Social Security, Medicare. We have travel and adventure pictures that people are sharing on their travels and so forth and so on. And as I mentioned, it's a ton of value. You can see a leaderboard of people engaging in the community, a lot of people asking questions and getting questions answered. So if this community is of interest to you, here is how to join. Go to school.com/benefits insider. I'm going to post the link in the comments. I'm going to post the link in the description to this video. You would not be disappointed because this is a community made for seniors to help you maximize your retirement. So until I see you tomorrow, if you like what you heard, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you for watching.